Hey everyone, and welcome back to Shop Gossip. It is your girl Michelle. I am here today to just talk to you about a few things. Let's see. First, I wanted to start off by talking about consistency, right? This week has been very eventful for me. I was able to celebrate a lot of things personally with my family and friends, loved ones. But even in spite of all of that, I still had to be committed in the process of doing what it is that I'm doing, not only for myself but my business. So even when you're tired, you still must push through, prioritizing yourself. Even though sometimes you may feel like, okay, I'm doing too much, or maybe I'm overexerting myself. Guess what? At some point, you're gonna get to the finish line. Earlier today, I was scrolling through my reels, yeah, on Instagram, and I came across this one with Oprah, and she was talking about being still. A lot of times we find that we could be all over the place, right? When we are trying to do things, and I'm just paraphrasing because I remember it, but I don't want to go say that I know it verbatim. But basically, it just spoke about being still when you have a lot of questions. So when you are, let's say you're in the process of starting a career change, and you feel like you're feeling doubtful, meaning you always seeking validation from others, questioning yourself or second guessing yourself. That's the times that you should kind of be still and begin to maybe sit back and reflect on some things of what it is that you need to do for you to prioritize yourself to make those things happen. um, Writing down a list of things, meaning from big to small, figuring out in that list what is a priority and what should I do in order to knock these things down. So you can start from the biggest task, and you can set a goal, meaning a time frame of where you want to see yourself and how you want to achieve that goal and what is your expectations of that. Then you can go to the smaller thing, or even sometimes the things that are more just like long term. So that has been a struggle for me. I think that we all sometimes have that procrastination spirit in us where we'll try to put too much on ourselves at one time, and then towards the end it's like, okay, let me get this done, and it's like it's the final hour and you find yourself working hard to try to complete the task that you probably could have just did it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, had you sat down and wrote down a schedule to prioritize things so that you don't feel hectic when things happen. So that's just one of my quick tips for today. Just wanted to talk about, things that we can do, even myself, to be better individuals every day. And I think that that is so important for us. Another thing I wanted to get into lately, I wanted to talk about a little bit of hair care. We are in the winter months right now, and I have a lot of clients who, well, not, I don't want to say a lot, but I have some clients who have been struggling with some shedding. Is shedding normal? Absolutely. It is 100% normal. When it's excessive shedding, no, that is not. Again, when the seasons change, our skin changes, our hair changes with the season. So I always try to tell my clients, making sure that you are taking a multivitamin, such as maybe a hair, skin, and nail vitamin, something with biotin in it. Um, Also, making sure that you're keeping that scalp nice and hydrated, drinking water, eating healthy. Those things really do help, and it does matter when you want to have healthy hair. Not only just long hair, but you want to have healthy hair. And healthy hair starts from the inside. Some of the things that I again recommend for my clients is multivitamins, drinking lots of water, eating healthy, and different things like that. And it's also okay for you to sometimes just give your hair a break. I know we're in the silk press season, and everybody, after coming from your protective styles and you know, from the summer and wearing your weaves or your braids and different things like that. But you also want to make sure that when you're doing your silk press from your stylist, or if a stylist is doing a silk press, you know, that you're just making sure that you're taking care of the client's hair and scalp properly. And also, you know, doing consultations with your clients, I feel like that is very important. A lot of times, especially when I have a new client, that is one of the things I like to go over with them, is just doing a proper consultation, sitting down with them, discussing what their hair care needs and goals are, what it is that they would like to see moving forward, how can I be in of assistance to them with helping them to achieve their hair care needs and goals, and also remembering that this is a relationship, this is a partnership. Like, we have to work together to make sure that you are getting the results that you are looking for. You can't just come to me once a week or once a month or once every 3 months or something like that, and then expect, oh, when you come back, you know, well, why is my hair doing this, or why is it doing that? Well, I gave you the tools. I told you what it is that you need to do. I have to hold you accountable as well, just as well as you guys hold your stylist accountable. We also have to hold you accountable for maintaining your hair properly, because you're with your hair 24/7. We are your stylists. We are here to help you in any and every way that we can. We want to make sure that we're giving you the best results. So that's one of the things also, like I said, I wanted to just hop on here and I wanted to talk about. And also at some point when we get further into this podcast, I would like to get some Q&A questions, just talking to people and figuring out what it is that you want to hear more of, what it is that you want to see more of, so that way that we can be able to get information out there to you. Again, this is also a place where we could be transparent, where we could have fun, we can laugh and we can giggle. I'm excited that I'll have guest speakers coming on soon, and you'll really be able to see what Shop Gossip really is all about. And it's just really to empower you, to encourage you, to motivate you, so that you can be the best version of yourself. So I know last time I spoke to you all about properly shampooing your hair. Also, another thing, if you are on any medication, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or medicine, or anything like that, those things also affect your hair. So sometimes some of my older clients that I have who have been dealing with medical issues, I try to see if they could talk to their doctor, maybe about adjusting their medicine, but also just trying to get on a better pace of eating more healthy and drinking more water and different things like that. Because those things truly help and it does matter. I want to say maybe like a month ago, I had a young lady come in who was suffering from hair loss, and she just needed some help, and she wanted to talk to me and do a consultation to see what it is, my recommendation of what I can do for her. And as a stylist, we can help you, but we can only help us so far. So a lot of times the stuff that goes on with your hair is internal, meaning like you may have to go and get blood work done. You may, because it could be your iron levels could be low, it could be your blood pressure medication could be off, it could be your diabetes medication that could be throwing you off. It could be just a numerous of things that can go wrong, like that could be going on, your vitamin D, your vitamin B. All of those things play a major factor in your hair. Again, what we put in comes out, whether it be our hair, our skin, our nails. All of those things truly, truly matter. So I'm a person who loves to eat sweets. Cookies is my weakness, but I know that I have to cut back on certain things if I want to live a healthier lifestyle and also be a better person. And I could be able to focus more, when I'm more active and I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do to take care of myself so that I can also be able to be here to take care of my loved ones. Another thing I wanted to talk about is expectations when you get out into the beauty industry after obtaining your cosmetology license. I know for me, I was able to gain a pretty good clientele. One, I worked in a reputable shop, salon at the time, and not only that, I was able to get some hands on experience while in school in training, and also a lot of the clients that I had that went to Empire, they also followed me. I kept a list of all the clients that I did. I made sure I took their names and phone numbers down. So when it was time for me to graduate, I reached out to them, and I will say a a big majority of them followed me throughout my career and out my journey. Now, is that everyone's story? No, it is not. But I think the main thing is making sure that you market yourself, making sure, especially with having access to social media, really putting your brand out there, pushing yourself to really get out there, gaining a following for yourself, and also getting into a salon where they're going to teach you, where they're not just going to show you how to do hair, but they're going to give you the skills and the tools that you need to succeed in this community. And I think that those things are truly important. Educating yourself, making sure that you're staying up on the latest trends and fashion. And again, just being consistent with everything that you do. And I think that's just the ultimate rule of thumb in life, is that we must be consistent in everything that we do. Even when we don't feel like it, you got to be consistent. You have to prioritize yourself so that you can, again, reach those goals and obtain those things that it is that you want out of life. And another thing I do for myself is I believe in truly manifestation. I am so big on that lately that it's just insane. It's something that I've always done, but I've truly have gotten more into it and more in tune to myself, so that again, so I can be a better wife, a better mother, a better friend, a better sister, and also I can run a business productively. And wearing all of those hats, a lot of times as people, it can become a lot. But when you prioritize it, you don't feel like you're just all over the place, like you're bouncing from one place to another. I think that when you truly work on yourself from the inside out, it helps you to be a better person. When I like to listen to words of affirmation. I like to listen to my gospel music. So find things that help you. Listen to things that help motivate you, to push you to be better so that you can be better for the next. And I think that even in figuring out what it is that you want to do in this beauty industry, finding what your niche is. A lot of times we go into it, especially I know we want to just be great at everything. And I'm telling you, there are some awesome, talented stylists out there who are truly gifted and they are great at a lot of things. I think I'm great at a lot of things, but I also know that I don't specialize in everything. So for me, one of the biggest things that my mentor told me was to find your niche. What is your niche? What is it that you love, and perfect it and work on it and become the best at it. And that's what helps me to be successful at what it is that I do. And that is why my book continues to stay booked and busy. And sometimes, unfortunately, I have to turn new clients away. I would love to be able to service them, but it's only one of me, for now. Hopefully in the future, I will be able to have a bigger space where I can create a space with for like-minded stylists such as myself, where they will be able to also do what it is that they love to do. Confidence is truly something that starts on the inside. For me to get up here and speak to a camera and a microphone in my face, I had to build up the confidence to do it. Every week I get on here and I be shaking in my boots because this is out of the box for me. And I think that a lot of times we do things, we don't really get to experience our true gifts that are placed inside of us because we lack the confidence, whether it be, you know, servicing people, being in the beauty industry, entertainment, whatever it is that you do. The people who succeed are the people who have the confidence. That does not mean that they're better than you. That doesn't mean that it just means that they have what it takes to get out there. They have the boldness. And that's what it's all about. It's all about being bold and stepping out there and being able to pursue what it is that you love. Even when dealing with women who come in here, and you can see when when they come into the salon, not that they're embarrassed, so they may not really have the confidence. They come in, they maybe haven't taken care of themselves. They've been a mom, or just could have gone through so many other different things. Could have been depression, could have been divorce, it could have been so many things that people deal with in life that we have no idea the battles that they face. And when they come in, sometimes I can see how embarrassed they are, like they're ashamed to even take off their hat. They don't want me to see their hair. But when we go through the process, as we're going through the consultation, you can see the transformation starting because now they're starting to open up more and they're becoming more confident in their conversation and talking to me to be able to actually get out what it is that they want to do and where they see their self in their hair care needs and goals. And once we go through that process and we get to that shampoo bowl, you can see the relief coming off of them, just like, okay, finally I'm here. I'm in a safe space where I feel like, not only is she doing my hair, but she's pouring into me. And that's one of the biggest things that I always tell hairstylists. It's not just about hair. It really isn't. A lot of times we think that we sitting behind this chair and we just doing head after head after head after head. No, it's truly, yeah, you want to make them look good. You want to make sure you're getting the likes and all of that stuff. But it's truly not just about hair. It's about building up someone's self-esteem and confidence. And when I turn my client around after them coming in and having their head hung low and their head on their head, not wanting me to see because maybe they haven't combed their hair's dry, could be brittle, could be all kinds of stuff. But once I get done with these magic fingers and I've then sprinkled a little bit of joy and hope into them with just some good conversation, before you know it, they are leaving out of here with their head held high, their shoulders pushed back, and I mean, they are just loving everything about themselves. And to me, that is the best reward that I can get out of this. Is just being able to boost someone else's self-esteem, because let's be honest, we all have struggled with different things in our lives. Some people may not want to talk about it or are too ashamed to be able to be honest enough with yourself to say, yes, I've dealt with this before. Yes, I've dealt with that. But when you reach down within, that's again, we're talking about self-work. When you start working on yourself and you start pouring into yourself, you will see how things will truly begin to just come off of you. The person that you were, you'll look back and say, from 2 months from now, not even a month from now, maybe a week from now, like, wow, I'm changing, I'm growing, I am evolving. I know my family and friends could sit and tell you they probably thought, well, they are proud of me, okay? Because I am not the Michelle that they knew 10, 15 years ago. I have truly changed, and it's only because I recognize within myself that there were things that I needed to change. And a lot of times we go around blaming other people when it's really not them, it's truly us. So once we take a look at that, then we could be able to evaluate some things and truly work on what it is that we need to do for us. So that's it. That's all I got to say. Until next week at Shop Gossip, I'll have some more things to talk about. Like I said, I can't wait for my guests to finally start appearing. We're gonna be able to have some real conversation about life, about health, about wealth, about beauty, just being a better person. And I'm hoping that in this I can be able to help someone or people along the way where they can say, you know what, I need to step my game up. I can do this. I can do this. I'm not going to sit here and just lay dormant on with my gifts and my talents. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to step out on faith and I'm going to make it happen. And that's what we need to do. We need to step out on faith and make it happen. If you can't bet on nobody else, bet on yourself. I'm telling you, bet on yourself is going to take you far. That's it. That's all.